What's going on, guys? My name is Cody Nickel, and I'm an organizational psychologist. I have a master's degree in organizational psychology, and currently I'm working in talent acquisition. I'm also a consultant and a coach, and I am the creator of workgrowthrive.com. This is a blog, and the purpose of my content and this channel is to give you insight based on up-to-date science, up-to-date psychology, positive psychology, behavioral science, and social psychology. Insights on how you can thrive in the work context, how you can reach your potential in a professional setting. And so the topic that we're going to tackle today is goal setting. And I know there's a ton of content out there, a lot of information, many articles have been written on this topic, but I just want to give you three easy handles, take-home points that you should consider when trying to reach a goal, even if it's a large goal. These items will help you a lot. So the first item is work on your mindset. You have to have the proper mindset for goal achievement. The second item is you have to consider your goal holistically. A big reason why we often lose motivation and quit and give up when pursuing goals is because we don't consider, for example, the environment in which goal achievement takes place. And then the third item is really just to get started. We often get paralyzed because we're overanalyzing things, and this stops us from taking action, from taking initiative. From the outset, I'd like to say, it's awesome. It's wonderful to have, some kind of goal, because we were created in such a way that we want to achieve something. We want to accomplish something. We want to contribute. And Seligman, he's the father of positive psychology, and his PERMA model, he states that one of the building blocks for human well-being is having a sense of accomplishment. So I'm really happy that we can talk about this topic today. And so, as I said, the first item is mindset. Oftentimes we don't try to reach a goal, or we get discouraged because we have these mental blockages on the inside. We might say, for example, I'm gonna fail. But the problem with that is, if you fundamentally think you're gonna fail, this will stop you from even trying, because if you're gonna fail, then there's no point in even starting, right? And so how do you deal with these kind of thoughts? There's many ways, and I'll be bringing a lot of content and show you ways to deal with this. But for the purpose of this video today, just one quick tip is to use a psychology technique. It's called positive self-talk. And so you have this thought, and then you can say, for example, no, I'm not going to fail. Just by trying, I'm going to gain something. I'm going to grow. I'm going to learn something more. And so in that sense, it's really impossible to fail. Let's say you feel like, no, I'm just a failure. No, consider your achievements in the past. You say, I've been successful in the past, and so this means I am not a failure. And so what you want to do is you want to develop the right mindset that will catalyze, that will thrust you forward so that you can achieve your goals. The second item is kind of an umbrella term, actually, considering your goal holistically. And there's a lot of subpoints, and I'll just name a few. For example, if you have a large goal, you feel it's daunting, you feel like it's too much, but let's say you break down the goal into sub-goals, into bite-sized pieces, then all of a sudden you feel like this goal is more attainable. So you want to do that. Also, you want to work with deadlines. If you're not consistently making progress towards something, then eventually you're going to get demotivated. But if you set deadlines for your milestones, and they can be flexible deadlines, and deadlines by when you want to reach your final goal, then this will kind of push you forward and help give you the motivation you need to advance. Another thing you want to do is consider what are potential obstacles that might come up. How can I arrange my environment so that it helps me to achieve my goal? Right? For example, let's say you want to be promoted to team lead. You want to make the next step in your career. You want to get a promotion. How do you arrange your environment so that it helps you? And this might include, for example, getting a mentor, someone who can really help you reach the milestones and gain the skills that you need in order to take this next step. Let's say you want to work in a concentrated way. If you have your phone near you and you have to, you're answering text messages, WhatsApp messages all the time, then it's a problem. So you have to take the phone and put it away. let's say, you do want to make this next step in your career, but you also really value family time. You see, your environment might not allow you to pursue this goal, so you have to really carefully consider, how can I rearrange my schedule so that I have enough time for my family, but I still can dedicate enough time for this goal pursuit. Consider the environment in which things take place. Also, another thing is to consider, like, have a plan B, for example. We don't want to get too much in analyzing things, but a plan B can be helpful. Let's say you've done everything you can, your environment's working for you, but then something happens, and you're no longer able to achieve your goal in the way that you had planned. With a plan B, with an alternative pathway, you can still achieve your goal. So for example, let's say you're pursuing this position, but then there's internal restructuring at your company, and all of a sudden this position isn't available anymore. What are you going to do? Let's say you've considered a plan B. You might have to do an internal transfer to another department, or you might have to leave the company and pursue something else, another opportunity at another company. So please consider the context, the environment in which your goal takes place. Another thing, and then the final point that I want to leave you with, is really just get started. We get paralyzed by overanalyzing. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. No, at the end of the day, after you've planned after you have, a roadmap, you know what you want to do, you know what you need, you know when you want to do it, then just get started, just try. And the thing is, by initiating action, you will learn as you go, and you'll be able to make the necessary adjustments so that ultimately, you can reach your goal, you can grow, you can have an experience of success, and you'll thrive in the workplace. And so thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. Please hit the subscribe button, and also come back for more great context that will help you to reach your potential. Take care.